I am just America's slave. Apparently, I don't have the rights that other people have. Apparently, the law applies for everyone else except for me. I am a slave. My rights, which are secured by the United States Constitution, my unalienable human rights as a person, have been stripped from me for another's financial gain, while the authorities stand by and let it happen. This is one of a handful of cases in which my rights have been disregarded, even though the federal documentation and the US government federal law is on my side. But here on the West Coast, where the federal law is held in disregard, so are my rights. Because here, they think that they can make up law as they please in disregard to the already standing federal law. Federal laws, which include possession rights, where the federal government guarantees your rights of possession in regards to federal titles of ownership that you pay for, that they submit, and in accordance to the law, they are required to enforce those titles of ownership. Yet my rights of ownership are disregarded and ignored so that criminals can get rich. And the police and the authorities, the federal authorities, are allowing it to happen. Even though it's been reported, even though I have a legally standing title of ownership in hand. And as I said, this is just one of a handful of cases. Another case involves my daughter's being taken from me by a bigamous ex who I'm still married to, who claims we're divorced. And even though I've submitted paperwork to show that that's fraudulent, a lie, even though the VA has done an investigation to confirm the fact that yes, I am still married, and yes, my children should be in my custody, considering that my ex is fraudulently breaking the law to do what she's done in order to take my children from my custody. So, where exactly do my human rights come in? Should we talk about another case involving my arrest by the local police for a citation that I should not have gotten, where my disabilities were ignored, my VA certified disabilities were ignored, and medication was denied for me for 8 days while I was in jail for something I was not supposed to be in jail for. When the charges were dropped eventually after I spoke out about them. And even though I was right and they would have thrown me in jail for a year if I hadn't spoken out, because I spoke out, I was disorderly and sentenced to 10 days in jail. So these authorities who are holding my civil and human rights in disregard target me in ways they shouldn't be targeting me, assaulting upon me, arresting me, taking money from me for charges and fees for stuff that shouldn't have even happened in the first place. And then when I speak out about it and call them on it, they still punish me because they didn't listen to me to begin with. Because I am a human and I do have freedom of speech and the right to speak out and protect myself. Is that why I was imprisoned? Because I was disabled going in for my second back surgery, not working, and my cat got hurt outside, and even though I asked for help, nobody wanted to help me. And 2 days before I go in for my second back surgery, the authorities come and give me a citation instead of helping me, because I should have done something for the cat. They should have done something, don't you think? For me and the cat, considering that I asked, that I spoke out, and it's their job that they get taxpayer money for, and they did nothing. They waited and then gave me a citation for not doing anything. Even though the law says that if I was in a position of financial or physical emergency, which I was, then the citation isn't legally standing. And yet the judge who ruled on it ignored the fact that I'm a disabled veteran, that I was going in for back surgery, that I pleaded for help and nobody cared. She ignored that fact and did whatever the hell they wanted. Because over here on the West Coast, there are slaves. There are slaves that the authorities use as fodder in their legal systems in order to make money. Doesn't matter what they've done, they'll make something up. Doesn't matter if they're innocent or guilty. They just need them going through the system so that they can make money off of them. I'll tell you what, I am not your slave. I am not your piece of meat, your human sacrifice. I'm sorry, but I am not your Jesus, and you will not eat me.